then an ice maker down at a bar, restaurant place, and then another ice maker down at the sandwich place. So let's get out there and take a look. It's calling for cooling. It's going to be this unit right here. That's a 5-ton. Not sure if that's a Carrier or a Bryant. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's a little Bryant. 2015 5-tonner. All right. Well, might as well start at the disconnect. Phase unit, and let me get over the video. I apologize for that. It's windy up here today. Let's start. See if we got voltage coming in. Yeah, we got 239. See what we get at the bottom. We got Zippo, so I got a blown fuse on this guy. We did have PG&E change the power pole the other day. Oh, you know what? Let me turn this on first. They did change a power pole the other day. All right, there we go. I didn't have the disco on. See? Silly Dave. 239. All right. We'll go to the control section as our next stop. Right over there. Looks like it's in the wrong spot on the transformer. We'll move that over. See, it's on the 208 tap. It looks like I got a heartbeat here. I'm not sure if that's throwing a code or a heartbeat. We'll take a look here in just a sec. And, oh, we do have a fuse on the circuit board. Let's take a look at this little guy. A little 3-amper. So looks like there's a burn mark in there. Let's see if this guy roached. Let's see if we get the meter up here. Let's see. Looks like a short on the low voltage fuse to the circuit board, the little 3-amp fuse. Now let's check for some shorting out stuff. Let's see. Go ahead. On it. Ooh, looks like it does. Let's take a look in there. Short's definitely not in the economizer. That's just sitting in there. Nope. We are not going into economizer mode. No, sir. Oh, it looks like it's popped the fuse in the past. Look, there's one on the ground here. See that? And there's the one I pulled out today. Intermittent short. Check my thermostat wire to itself, to ground. Nada. Let me do some digging. I just saw it doing its problem. The contactor was chattering to the max. Oh, come on, you turkey. Do it again. Do it for the camera, do it for the boys, for the show. Oh, I just had it doing it. This contactor's going kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it. Oh, I was sitting there chattering. And I didn't have the phone on. So what it was doing for you guys. Right in there. Let's turn it back on and see if it'll do the clatter dance again. So I got lucky and I saw that contactor chatter, and I know that it's had an issue with the fuse before because I found one on the ground. This is my first time doing it. So I got to dig in. I was like, the only wire coming back to the contactor is coming over here, and I think it comes off the low pressure control. And I don't think it's ever been checked before because you have to take, this was all on here, and this. You had to take a bunch of stuff apart. I had to get this little wrench that John H.V.A.C sent me. Thanks, John. Meow, CC. Fitted right in here. See, John's awesome. And I finally got this cover off this compressor here. And look what I found. I was thinking, you know, there's only so much that brings that contactor on, which is this. It's actually high head. It's not low. It's high head protection for that contactor. Can you see that up there? Watch this. Oh, there it is, right there. Where's my finger at? Oh, yeah, look at it right there. See that wire? It's got the shape of the pipe. And look at this. Oh, come on. It's been shorting out on the suction line. Let me twist it. There it is. Oh, come on, camera. Right there. Got you, sucker. NorCal Dave and the hizzle, baby. There's the short. So maybe I'll do a little, I'll do a little chicken scratch splice with like, I'm gonna bring them both down. I think I'll cut them both and we'll make some splice connections. Okay, the wire I didn't have to cut the piece out of, I just put a booty splice in, and then those I went with a male to female spade to male to female spade connector, and then I'm going to go ahead and tape these up a bunch and get this thing back together. Fixing that switch. Well, it was the shorted out wire causing that short on this Bryant unit, but I watch H.V.A.C in South Carolina, or H.V.A.C and SC, his videos all the time. He had one recently where it did the Mr. Rubby over here on the side from the door going in, and look at this one was getting it ready to do a Mr. Rubby too. That's why it's good to watch all the videos, everyone's gear that they're working on, because you never know what you're going to come across each day. Also, this was trying to rub on the compressor right there. Do the old Mr. Rubby. So see, by me watching someone else's videos, I learned some stuff and remembered to check some stuff, and it just paid off big time. All right. Well, let's take a look at that piece of wire I cut out of there for you guys. You can see it was the short. Let me get it up here in the sunlight. Maybe that'll be better. I don't know. Let's see. There it is. I'll rotate it. Yeah, it had rubbed through and the wire's right there. That was our short. When it would get onto the, you can see how it's bent up there. And that would shorter out. Just about burned through the wire. Let's see if we can bend it back and take a better shot. Oh yeah, there it is. It was like hanging on just by a couple wires. That's why that contactor was chattering. So now that I got that fixed, I need to change the contactor out too. And I'll leave that there like a trophy. I got you. And this. Look at that guy. High pressure cutout active. So you know they don't do any maintenance. So the air pre-filter for the condenser is going to be pluggo buggo. Let's see if we can get up here. Oh yeah, baby. Let's see. get it out of there. Well, it ain't that bad, actually. Maybe the condenser fan motor or the fan cycling switch. We'll see what it does up here. The pre-filter actually didn't look that dirty. Let's see if it's the fan cycling switch or the condenser fan motor. And it'll freewheel the condenser fan motor. Good, how are you doing? Way too hot for that. I got another fan cycling switch. Oh, look at that. The short run. Watch this thing. Another bad fan cycling switch. Fan cycle switch bypassed. It's a roll of the dice if it'll harvest or not. We will, we're gonna check it and I'll get a hold of the owner and see about this one's out of warranty. It's a 2011 machine. So I'll see if he wants me to replace the fan cycle switch. And if he gives me the green light, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll see here. Look at that, I'll be damned. With the fan cycle switch bypassed. Might get him by. Till I get the green light. We'll see.